Happy to be back. I know it's been a while, but I want to welcome you to the bigger play where the rubber meets the road. And we got a lot of things we want to talk about today. And one of the main concerns I have is divorce. Under what circumstances should a person be able to get divorced? We got to get straight to it. Too much cap. It's too much cap. 644. Yeah. Under what circumstances should a person be able to get divorced? Talk about divorce. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. I need to know. From my experience, divorce often triggers a wide range of emotions, including sadness, anger, guilt, and sometimes even relief. It's a significant life transition if you was tapped in the first place, which most people are not. I see so many people going through so much pertaining to their marriage and their union until it isn't good anymore. This is what I want to have a conversation about, people. In America, I don't know exactly how I go everywhere else because I'm in America. People get married and they have rules and regulations, which I call vows. Within those vows, matter of fact, we're going to read those vows. We're not going to do no capping. We're going to read the vows. Okay? Are y'all ready to read the vows with me? We're going to read those vows. I don't got time for people playing games. Let's read those vows. American vows. In Illinois. Let's read them. Okay? Here we are. I take you, my husband. I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. I will love you and honor you all the days of my life. I take you lawfully wedded husband, wife, to have and to hold from this day forth, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, to death do us part. You have declared your consent before the church. May the Lord in his goodness strengthen your consent and fill you both with his blessings. What God has joined, men must not divide. Amen. Let's deal with this. For better, for worse. I just read you the vows. This is the problem with the vows. Well, I'm not going to say the problems with the vows. I'm going to say your interpretation of what the problem is with the vows. Every day, people file for divorce, the majority being women. And I hate the narrative that they paint. Men cheat more. Come to find out, if you check the stats, women cheat just as much. Okay? We're going to leave that there. This telling you, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and health, and to death do us part. Why isn't it a stipulation on worse? Why isn't an asterisk there to explain to you, if she's doing this or he's doing that, you can leave? That doesn't exist. It's not there. Okay? For rich or poor. Why doesn't it say, you are this poor, you can leave? Doesn't exist. Why doesn't it say, you are this sick, and then you have until death do us part? What does these things mean? It's very unclear, very vague. So what I see is this. We don't communicate no more. Our intimacy is not the same. You haven't cheated, but I have. You have cheated and I have. You cheated and I haven't. I have certain feelings toward the way you treating me. I don't like the way you smell anymore. We outgrew each other. I don't like our communication. I don't understand where you're coming from. I met somebody else. They make me feel a certain type of way. I haven't engaged in any activity with them. However, I just feel it in my... Why doesn't anyone want the worst, the sickness, the poorer? People will say, I didn't sign up for that. Yes, you did. You absolutely signed up for it. So please let me know, why don't anyone want those three? That's the negative part of your relationship, your marriage, your union, your covenant before God that you took. That's the part. I always wondered to myself, we doing good. We get married January 2025. We doing good. Come July, we had a little issue. A little issue. You left the bathroom dirty, I got upset. We had a little problem because ever to then, everything been perfect. Everybody act like they perfect, but you ain't perfect. We get past that because it's petty. A couple months later, we run into another little issue. You didn't like the food at the restaurant. You talk to the waiter a certain type of way. I got offended. Don't matter who it is, the husband or the wife. Don't matter. Petty, we get past it. We have a disagreement of something we seen on the TV. What regular couples go through? We just been doing this for about 2 years. So in actuality, no cheating, no infidelity, nobody straying away from the Bible, what you believe in, your vows, the kids is in order, you good. We right now, we 40. You 40, I'm 40. We're not even 20, we 40. 5 years. We consistently showing love, showing respect, a little tinge of incy-wincy disagreement that turned into a little argument. We mad at each other. Petty, nothing serious. And all of a sudden, I'm going to put it on me. I'm the man, I step out, I cheat on you for whatever reason. You didn't even, I'm not going to give you the reason that you gave me to cheat. I come home, you find out, you're mad, you're upset, you're ready to go to war, you're ready to go to divorce. But the good book, the vows you took, say for better or for worse, for richer or for poor, sickness and in health. Why is it that no one wants to accept the part of the vows, what it says for worse? You ready to fight me? At that time when you're ready to fight, that's accountability because you're giving me that energy. At that time you're ready to go to war, that's accountability because you're giving me that energy. At that time you're throwing my stuff out the window, you don't want me to be in your presence, and you don't want me touching you, and you are my wife. I'm asking a question. Okay? It's a simple question. I can't touch you, you my wife. We signed up for this. But I can't put my hands on you because I stepped out and you upset. There goes accountability. And you do that to me for 2 weeks to 30 days. Within those 30 days, I'm sending roses. I'm apologizing. I'm letting you know why I slipped at. I'm doing my damnedest to correct the mistake I made for 30 straight days. A year go past. You forgive me? We cool. I haven't stepped out. I ain't gave you no inclination of what I've done. A year go past. You forgive me, and I appreciate you for it, and I'm loving on you, and I'm showing you we're going out of town. We're doing everything under the sun for me to show you it's a good thing, and your energy is with mine. And one day we have a disagreement about something, and you bring up the fact that I cheated, which was a year earlier. We 6 years in now. I cheated in the 5th year. A year later, we have an argument about something that has nothing to do with my infidelity. You bring it up. I try to be passive. I try to be non-argumentative. I don't know what to do because I don't want to trigger you. And I don't want to get triggered because I'm feeling like, damn. It's a year later and you bringing it up. And I feel you forgave me, but you didn't because you're still holding on to it. Okay? You follow me? But them vows say for better, for worse. So I had to understand this is the worst part. And you have to understand this is the worst part. Is it the worst part? I didn't bring you, baby. I stopped after the first time I got caught. I didn't continuously do it. Is this the worst? But you're bringing it up, so you're building resentment. You're building bitterness. I'm taking accountability, but you're building resentment and you're building bitterness. We live in a reality to where things are going to happen between couples. They are going to go left. They are going to be bad. They are going to be negative if those doors are allowed to be open. We started at 40. Now we are 46. And you starting to feel within yourself without telling me, I don't know if I really want this no more. He stepped out and you cannot get past it. This is minute. At 46 years old, both of us 40, we 6 years in, I cheated in the 5th year, me. This is very minute. We had other little problems and issues in the relationship, but none as severe as this. None on the level of this. And you having doubts. And those doubts have been lingering since I've done that, although I've been trying to correct it. If we are trying to get 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and you feeling like this, who's to say that resentment just don't build up, and get phenomenally worse by the time we 15, 20 years down the line? Why don't people emphasize the worst for poor and sickness? The vows say unto death do us. I'm asking the question. You can fill the comments with the answers to these questions. Say you forgive me, you wipe it off. In the year you bring it up, we having an argument. I'm not cheating. You holding this resentment. Let's keep going. We keep going. I continue to correct the mistake that I made, and we 46. And God has given us 80 to 100 years. Is it abuse on your behalf to constantly chastise me now? Is it abuse on my behalf to expect you to accept that? We can't even get past this. Right now, me and you. I'm talking to you. I'm not talking about the wife and me. I'm saying me and you, we can't even get past this because I'm looking for the answers. Booyah, we get past that. We 46 apiece. But this still lingering in the back of your mind. Don't let that go. We get past it. Certain things I do now, we in our 7th year, start to agitate you. Is it okay that you are agitated and you feeling uncomfortable and you just can't let this go? And I'm doing everything in my power to help you let it go? For better, for worse, for richer, for poor, for sickness and health, the devil do us part. My question is, why don't people want the worst, the sickness, the poorer? Whoop. You forgive me, you pray on it, and God say, baby, I forgive you. I feel our relationship stronger because that's what it does. We keep going. 10 years in. One time cheating, after 6 years, no more cheating. I lose my job. Not to recover again for several years. Give or take, don't matter. Is it okay? I'm not sitting at home playing video games. Now I'm a 50-year-old man trying my best to get back on my feet and do what I got to do to provide for my wife and my 2 kids that I have by my wife. You upset, I fell short. You saying little things, antagonizing again. You're not just being the person that's sitting on the side and certain things happen, and you being a perfect supportive wife. I'm the husband, I'm screwing up. Lost my job. It's gonna be 2.5, 3 years before I get a job. But I'm doing what I gotta do to help. But I'm falling short on what I once was making 100,000. Now I'm making 50 through my hustle or whatever I'm trying to do. If you are the wife that says, baby, we gonna get through, we good. But if not, we have a problem. Boop! 3 years in, year number 13, I get a job. 120. I'm paying everything. Everything looking good. I'm back on. A year in. 14 years we together. I cheated in the 6th year. 3 years go past, 4 years go past, I lose my job. I fall off for 3 years. But I am still contributing. I'm not just sitting up doing nothing, but I fall off, boom. Within that, we have our little infractions. The kids doing okay for the most part, what we think. See, this how this marriage stuff go. Now, I get a job, paying everything. You seem to be forgiving, supportive, at times, in and out a little bit here and there. It's like confusion, it be up and down, all over the place. We're a year, 14 years in. I'm making money, I'm paying all the bills, everything back comfortable. You go out one night, you come in the house at 4:30 in the morning. I'm looking to divorce you. I don't care where you been. You didn't come home and say your mama died, your daddy died, your sister passed, you was hurting. Nope. You come in, it was a night on the town, you went out night on the town. We talking about real life situation. We ain't talking about a little house on the prairie, everything perfect. No. You come in, you say, baby, I needed some air, I just went out. Now, during this time, I called your phone at about 12, 1 o'clock. You said you was on your way. You never showed up. I messed around and went to sleep, tapped out. I wake up, it's 3:30 in the morning, you walking through the door. I'm furious, frustrated. I'm looking to get a divorce. My wife don't need to be standing out with 2 kids and a husband in the house at 4 in the morning. I'm not telling you this, but I'm this frustrated. How are you dealing with that? Because it's about to be a problem. How are you dealing with that? You about to bring up my past. There's no excuse for what you did, and you're about to bring up my past. We're 14 years in. What I try to do is just give you a scenario. We're not making it another 20 years. Right now, I couldn't let it go. In my feelings, infidelity on my behalf, you stayed out, and I had to trust my wife, and you never presented or displayed this behavior before. This scenario I just painted has caused divorce, not even making it to what I just tried to force us to get to the 14 years. We didn't even make it. But let's just give a caveat to the fact that we made it to this point, 15, 16 years. Now you stayed out at 4 in the morning. I forgive you. We make up. 3 months down the line, you do it again. Can we make it as a married couple? Or has our relationship been so impacted by these small things? They're very small. Has our relationship been so impacted by these small things that we can't move forward? And if so, which so many people file for grounds for divorce for much less. When I don't have to, what I notice is it should not be extreme for you to divorce your husband or your wife. Or should it? I'm asking a question. See, these are questions. I'm asking, on what grounds should couples be able to get a divorce? A person want to take extreme measures. He knocked my teeth out. He kicked me in my stomach. She gave me an incurable situation. The purpose is to go through trials and tribulations, but we don't know what. So we don't know the level of forgiveness, what we're supposed to accept. And most people are going to say it's on the individual or the people that's involved in that union. However, should it be some sort of bylaws and guidelines that we go by in order to facilitate this union for a lifetime? I got to spend a lifetime with you, and I'm going to divorce you to go and be with somebody else who I have expectations to be much better than what we had, or I have enough humility to just accept this person because I love them for who they are, and I'm going to just go and stick it out with them. These are the questions that are not asked. It's so many layers to this topic, and I want you to talk to me about it. It's so much, but this is part 1. We're going to head over into part 2 tomorrow with this part 1. Grounds for divorce. Come on, talk to me.